head coach of South Africa, of the African nation sighting. And at the end of it will be geared up for a full weight behind the team. Now off the table. But lo and behold, a little bit of 6 points, and they need a draw at the table standings. And the first leg mark of the beautiful game was match against an East African opponent, and their very first match against a host nation at the tournament. As they have the national anthems of the game, the weight of the nation, the hopes of an iteration rests on very young shoulders here for the Cranes. As they all the way from Burkina Faso was the gentleman who was in charge of the Senegal, and Abdulaziz Yassir Ahmed and take the place of Tolane and Majadipodu. And up front will be the very lethal and quite potent Kutu knockout football. Lepi Nseki celebrates his birthday tonight, lets yellow cards, and thus is out of the squad. So in his place will come Jonah Patrick Kakande, shot 10, maybe very bolsterous and making the African nations champion, and that hopes to spoil the party. And we're underway right here at the Nelson Mandela Stadium. The Uganda Cranes in the white and black taking on Bafana in the yellow and green. To no one in possession, and this is a very good overlapping run, and that's a hard challenge. They now have to walk a very tight rope. Hilary Mukungane, consecutive clean sheets for the very first time. The long ball is whipped in, but that's actually out to the left. Pande looks, it's a quiet chill that passes through everybody as South Africa do have themselves corner, waiting by averting all those aerial threats in the set piece situations. Wayward position there, looks like it might have taken a slightly flip. Incisive pass trying to play Ludlu, who manages to retain possession here. Ball stuck to his feet like a magnet, and now to Niomaema, tries to quiet way he goes about his business in that midfield. And our long searching ball here from Ngonyama. That is an entire 90 minutes, and he's asking for more. Here comes Kakande, the trickster, lets it on for Jude Semgabi to Alan Okello into the box area. Okello twists one way, then the other, takes the shot. Second bite of the cherry, shot comes in, and the Cranes have an affinity for goals in the first half. Their last 5 CHAN games have all had first half goals. The last time they went, the Cranes, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, they would all have a grand. Oh my, South Africa, I'll say it again. Living dangerously, surviving by the skin of their teeth. Nil at halftime was way back in 2022 when they played against Congo. But at halftime, none of their games actually for the Uganda Cranes has been goalless at halftime. Head up. Dolly, back to Euster. Niomaema, goalkeeper makes it. Joel Mutakuwa had gone walkers about, was never going to get to that ball in time. It's the foot of Jude Semugabi. They could fashion out an opportunity here. Pande with a caution. Ludlu, 360 turn, leaves Hamata Chai trailing it down, or clattered into by Abdul Karim Watambala. Off the ball incident, already passed the ball and then closed Emma. Launches a long, searching ball, looking for Terence Macheho, brings that under control. To put that into touch. It's a corner, at least according to the censor referee. Nothing to do with it from Keegan Dolly. We have another look. Was onside, brilliantly picked out pass there from Niomaema. Looks like he didn't really get much of that. Takuwa, defense. Alan Okello to be worried of the player. This is Alan Okello to Jude Semugabi. Lanky legs could get him into the box area. Cuts back. Multiple occasions here for South Africa. Take another look at Alan Okello. The physical and Kutumela. Kabiso doesn't need way too many chances. Often Mela, very fine customer here. It's on to Terence Macheho. Fashions out a sneak pass, and now this could be the shot. Rakuwa. Well, the Cranes' defense there had been picked apart. Now released out to the flank. The counter-attack is on. Regan Pande sprinting into space. He has support. Kakande wants the ball. Jonah Patrick Kakande to dip it up, and Jude Semugabi puts the ball into the back of the net. A sweeping move for the Cranes, and they lay down, not making the goalkeeper. Slam, bang. Uganda Cranes 1, South Africa Bafana nil. Kakande just slipped into that space, and first time touch, laying into the path of Jude Semugabi. Regan Pande, as always, the willing runner, and we talked about the willy shapeshifter in Freud. Keegan Dolly tries to cut the ball, and that's it. That those slip-ups do not come against them, but almighty proportions. Ooh. They must back in here. They're popularly known as the comeback kings. Ball bubbles away to bounce back and draw that game. It's been their stock in trade to always find a way to come back. Now, Gavin launches a long ball looking for Chutse Mugabi. Elbow to the back of the head. Then the entire weight there landing on top of his head. It looks a bit on the ground and looks to be really groggy here. And coming together with his goalkeeper. The midfield yet. Touch one. Back to Okello. Crosses it in. Nobody on the beat him, but still retains possession. For Tambala. Abatajai just flicks it in here for Pande. Pande tries the first time difficult here, keeping clean sheets. 2 minutes will be added to this matchup. Kigandoli tries to spread the through pass, and that's well executed to open up the defense. And the this could be the opportunity. Kutumela, ball is entered. Nice back heel there from Ludlu. Now Wade Euster is on the ball. Euster looks to launch. I think that sequence, a ball traveling sweetly for him. And Lutambala gets the benefit of doubt from the referee, and that's a through pass for Chutse Mugabi. Goalkeeper coming together was very worried. Committing numbers forward means they leave themselves pretty much exposed. South Africa playing the high press, need to be very worried not to be caught possession. Wade Euster finds himself trapped here under the spell of Hilary Mukundani. They were coming together here. Hilary Mukundani not timing his challenge right. Going for the far post. Mutakuba pressures and the ball is tipped in. Well, will it count? The offside flag comes as been handed a get out of. And yes, that will count definitely as an offside. Joe Mutakuba was on the ground. Redemption point. Another look at a very exquisitely crafted chance here as Mapelele well stabbed that home. Another look here at that sequence, and in the meantime, Lefi Nseki takes time to issue a few instructions, as that should be the captain, if I'm not mistaken. Roger Storach had that ball straight to forced into a clearance, and that's one that is hasty, and a chance in the box area. Rifles the ball into the back of the net, and the South Africans have turned it around. Tabiso Kutumela, disarray. Well, his reputation should have been enough to win the kill. That's a predatory instinct. Kutumela, one touch, one shot. Also instructing. That's the presence of mind. That's the sense of turned the tables around here at the Nelson Mandela Stadium. The back of the net. And the Bafana, they have the element to mix it up. Short from distance. Almost an hour of action. Emma, the Bafana streaking in, looking to lay another blows in rapid succession. The Cranes have been left sprawling as Chutse Mugabi gets a header. The look at that instance, the header was good. The Chan edition. Kigandoli. Dolly spreads the ball forward. They're on the attack. South Africa 2, Uganda 1. Carries the ball forward. Watambala can pack a punch with his shot. Kakande. Semugabi tries the cutback. Looks to get onto acceleration mode and gets the 1-2. Kigandoli is in open space. Kigandoli balls up here. But if the Cranes manage, that will be exactly 18 minutes as we take another look at that option. Kigandoli one-on-one with Kigandoli and Joe Mutakuba. Steals bars to keep the Cranes just on the margins. And could have easily been 3 for Bafana. Waved in, looking to clear that. Little hesitant in moving stays. This was a chance, comes up for the Cranes, quickly smothered. A shot from distance, deflected. It's gone into an offensive position. Will look to fashion out a cross. And Yunus center. The ball is spaced out here to Tabiso Kutumela. Tries to cross the ball in. Joe Mutakuba goes in. Well, he's left wandering about, and Ludlu will attempt to fashion out the charge! And it sinks the Cranes! The Beto has done it! The Mini Cooper has put the Cranes to the sword! And South Africa, it's no mistake, Nalaitheswa Ludlu just launches that ball, angling it beautifully to the back of the net, to the dismay of and the millions of the Ugandans who are watching this game. Close, but not quite. South Africa 3, Uganda 1. It has truly exuded them. Another look at how the goal did come about. Joe Mutakuba going walkers about. Kigandoli smart enough to draw him out. And then with time and space, the Ugandan fans to the promised land of the quarterfinals. So it looks like it will be another wait. As there's a foul here and a penalty. That contact, was it enough? Yes, there was. Well, he tends to pop up with the odd goal every time he's given the opportunity. But the drama in this game is far from done. Ivan Ahimbisi wins to step up and dispatch that successfully. Alan Okello. Jolie buries it. Oh, hold your nerve. Hold your nerve. We're in for some close. But do they have fans who are exited returning? Alan Okello pulls the Cranes one and all to play for. With the Cranes pulled back one. It's 3-2 head on to this game. Cross whipped away. The shot appeals for a penalty. The referee not giving that. Well, the Cranes try to keep the move alive. Kundane wants the ball. Ajay, the shot difficult to tell. Well, maybe this angle may be a little clearer. Yes, hands were the handball. We have another chance to look at it here. Mukundane took the shot. Arms of steel. Hopes and benefits. The rubber inadvertently hit his body, but that right at the elbow. Right at the elbow. Back onto the pitch. And it is penalty for the Uganda Cranes. The captain has been called up. That's a yellow. Makes the run up. The shot is good. Power, precision, pain, roller coaster. The Cranes have risen from their ruin. The bafana have crumbled to dust, and the fans are in. It was over. Just when it seemed it was all done. Full game, and then off to avert the danger in the right way. Just got fingertips to that. But it was not enough from Roger Storage. Went for power. Go final whistle is what the fans are paying for. South Africa are praying. They need to get the job done here. Long pass in. The cutback is good. Hilary Mukund caught in two minds. And the referee delivers the verdict the Cranes were praying for. They've managed to. They give it a fair good go. Kick